Hello everyone, and welcome back to Stationeers. I'm level 36, and we're back to fixing crises. Last episode, we fixed our power situation by rebuilding all of our solar panels, building a nice little display to display how much power we've got left in the batteries. It's not, I guess I say fixed, it's not fully fixed because, well, we haven't actually enclosed our solar area, so we do still have to do that, but we'll get there eventually. I would also like to build some more solar panels, so ideally I think we've got 1, 2, 3 more, so 5 rows of 10 each, which should provide plenty of power for a while, because we're doing pretty okay with just what we've got right now, which is 20. So 50 should be better. We also ran it so that we can throw down a display on any of our main energy lines, and it will show how much power we've got. I want to turn this into a percentile display. I know there's a way to do it. I just can't remember what it is right now. And realistically, we'll do it when... Is it just as simple as, like... It's not a different type, is it? No. Okay. Didn't think so. This has processed through all of its things. We've got a lot of different reagents in there, so let's open it up and see what it spits out. Oh, no, I can't open it when it's running. That's right. I'll let it cool down and then open it. We also have our wasp alloy experiment sitting in the corner there. But more pressingly, we need to fix our water situation, because we discovered we really don't have any, or we don't have much left. I'd been riding on what I thought was a full tank of water for a long time. It's not. So we have now 6 liters of water left. Let's drink our water bottle. Yeah. So 6 liters is probably enough for a little bit. We do still have some more water bottles packaged up, but it's not enough forever, and we will continue to need it for growing our infinite supply of potatoes. And we're definitely going to need more of it as we build a bigger greenhouse eventually. So we need to figure out how to filter, not just filter, because we also have a bunch of water that our shower has used that is just in this pipe here. We need to figure out both how to filter water and how to produce more of it. Let's close up my helmet. So I've never really dealt with water a ton. We did kind of prepare, so we have a fluid output there, and then we have the fluid extraction from our atmospheric system. So we're going to definitely need some fluid pipes. I guess there is no better time to start printing them than while we're trying to figure out what we need to do. But I think liquid pipes. There we go. Let us make 50. Turn that off this time. Start printing those out. But we are going to need some liquid pipes. I might need to rip up this piece of flooring as well. So we're going to do our water filtration and all that downstairs. So as far as I understand, we can filter water melting it produces steam and nitrogen gas. Does it? Or, well, yes. But if I put it in the ice crusher, it should come out the liquids output. I think. Nitrogen gas should go into the system and be processed by our nitrogen filter. We know that part of it works. I don't want to dump a bunch of liquid water into our gas system, though, because these pipes are made of paper, apparently, and will blow up the second any liquid touches them. Not really, but sort of. So having that not happen, we have a vested interest in it not blowing itself up. So, with that being said, I guess the only thing we have to do is just to try it. Let's see if we can cross over, but we can't, so we are going to need to rip up this floor. It'll be an adventure for sure. Alright. Let's hover up here. We're gonna start to put together my plumbing here for my main drain system. Also have our wrench in my other hand so we can work even when we mess something up. There we go. So that's my main downspout. There we go, that's the one I want. And we don't have enough of that. There we go. So we'll need some more pipes to come down, and then we need a filtration system to filter water out. And possibly also filter out. It might be to our advantage, or it's not. It's not a might. It will be to our advantage to store N2, or not N2, N2O, nitrous oxide in a liquid state as well. So N2O and water we want to filter in their liquid form. And then the rest of it we want to put into an evaporator to evaporate into gas and then send it back into the start. So let's go do all of that. More pipes. We make everything that I needed. More pipes. Probably going to need even more pipes. But we'll see how far we can get with the first set. And it's locked. I clicked that 100 times, so... that to unlock it. Do we have another atmospheric system? I swear we had another one. Yeah. So... electrolyzer, we shouldn't need. Nitrolyzer, we shouldn't need. Should just be filtration. Now, there is also a water filter, so we'll want to use that for when we have excess water or wastewater from like our shower, we're going to want to take that and filter it again. But let's grab some liquid. We're going to want a insulated liquid tank. Two of those. We have enough materials to build all this. Might have to go on a mining expedition. No, it seems like we're right. For now, at least. It's producing. Those will be our tanks. We're just going to focus on the water one right now. We're still venting all of our N2O to atmosphere. But also this has made me decide that our last filtration system here is going to be pollutants. We are going to store pollutants in our big tank here so that we have pollutants for an okay just gas pressurization and otherwise system. The brain didn't work there for a second, but so we'll need a liquids tank. We're gonna need our filtration. It is gonna get a little crowded down here, I suspect. We also want a evaporator, I believe is what it is called. Look. A phase change device. We need one of these. We'll need more in the future, but we need one for now. Because that will allow us to, so any gas or any liquids that form in our system, when we extract them from the system using our drain thing that we built, right? Each of these drain ports. When we extract it, we send it down here. We're going to filter it. So we're going to take our water out. And then we're going to evaporate it from a liquid. Evaporate, it's not condense. Evaporate from liquid back into a gas and then send it back up to be reprocessed. That way, in the event that we do produce any like liquid CO2, for instance, we can mitigate the fact that we have liquid CO2 in the line by extracting it from the line quickly, sending it down, filtering it, and then processing it as needed. So we need one of these. We're also going to want probably a couple pipe utility kits, a couple liquid valves, just kind of general set of things. So liquid. Just our pipe utility. There we go. Let's make 4 of you. And we'll see if we can't manage to break everything. So I don't need these lights for now. If I do have enough space. One of the things I'm thinking about is making a kind of intermediate second floor for the liquids processing. And then down here we'll just, actually that's probably the best thing that we could do. That way we're not constantly fighting with all of this stuff being down at the bottom with all of our gas lines down here. This is quite pretty. I like this here. Let's head back up. Alright. So, got our utility kits. Let's grab some walls just for now, because this is what we use as our second story. Now, here, just because I'm pretty sure we do need a solid surface to set up our atmospherics on. Oh, that's not solid. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll be careful. It requires a frame for support. Dang it. It'll fit, but we need a frame, not a wall. Okay. Luckily, it should just need the first phase of the frame, which is nice and easy. Then we can just put more. Yeah, we have a spare frame right here. So we'll put this kind of in the same position that we do our ones on the top. These rotate the way I'd like you to. Go. This one we may not be able to service the filters on automatically, which is a little bit unfortunate. And I'm pretty sure this will work. How sure? I don't know, but we'll find out. We'll find out here shortly.
Waste tank caution.
Either it'll work, or it won't. Cable coil. And the screwdriver. Gas filter. I really hope we don't have to process water into steam to do it. That would kind of really not be great. But I guess the moment of truth. It doesn't connect. Oh, yay. That's not good. That's just made things more complex. Because by that, so, So we need to turn water into steam to filter it. By the seemings of things. Let's disassemble this. I don't think it's gonna go there anymore. Okay, let's see. And theoretically, we can take our liquid, throw it into one of these. As long as we can provide a hot gas supply. Either that or we use the solar radiator. Let's just see. So I'm just curious. We may not need to do any of this, or we may need to do some of it, but we may not need to do it as Maybe making things harder on myself, what I'm trying to say. I may be able to get away with doing this just via putting some liquid water ice in the filter. Just finish our liquid drain system. While we're here, so I can have some time to think. All right. We actually need a couple more pipes. We also need two. Have a purge valve that will let us expansion valve. Is it an expansion valve or a condensate valve? Let's see. Allows for moving liquids from a liquid pipe into a... Why would you ever want to do that? No, I want a purge valve, I think. Allows for removal of pressurant gases and evaporated liquids from a liquid pipe, similar to that. Moves gas from the liquid pipe to the output gas pipe. I need a pressure regulator kit for that. Do I have another one of those sitting around? No. That's all right. We don't need one necessarily to start. Let's go dig up some water ice and feed it to the system to see what happens. I think there's some literally right outside, so I shouldn't need to go very far. Because if it just is going to deposit good to go liquid water, it's oxide. Dang it. I thought that was water ice. Well, I do have these lenses for a reason. O2, N2, volatiles, copper. I swear there was some just like right around the base somewhere. Oh, there it is. Water ice.
Hunger caution.
That off. Let's see what happens. Turn the power back on. Tablet. And we're going to need our atmosphere analyzer cartridge. there's liquid water in there. Is that steam? It's... So it's evaporating. So, okay. So there's a little bit of liquid water. I mean, there's a lot of... Okay. My brain is trying to process what I'm seeing here. So because we have no liquid filter, if other liquid gets into this pipe, it will contaminate everything. So if we actually want to filter water using the gas filter water, we need to do that by heating the water to the point where it boils into steam. I guess. But I am curious to see what happens if I put a purge valve into the mix. Pressure regulator kit. One of those, please. So if I put a purge valve in, because what I think might actually happen here as silly as this is that because theoretically, let's just take a look. So, water, right? If our pressure is low enough, because it's a liquid at our current pressures, or our current temperature. Oh, it's probably turning into a solid now, which is also probably going to break something. This is, all in all, what we know is a bad idea. If I take a purge valve, stick that in there, grab a pipe. Where'd my wrench go? Wait, where actually did where? What? Where's my wrench? There it is. Okay. That's odd. I take this and my extra pipe. Put you into there and then grab my wire cutters and a bit of wire. Fire that in. Turn that on. Nothing's happening. So gaseous water is forming in there, which turning into solid ice. I just know this is going to go very wrong as soon as it gets cold enough. We may have screwed this up pretty royally. May have been better just to build a vacuum. I definitely know what I'm doing. Go out there and see if we can mitigate this before it gets bad. Meter. Build me one of these, just in case, please. There is gaseous... I think that's gaseous water at least, because it's not the liquid symbol. It seems to be getting processed out, even though our purge valve is off. And in here, there's a lot of liquid water at 5.3 degrees C. I might, okay. May have figured out what I need to do. Possibly. We're gonna stick this somewhere. Right there. For now. And wire it in real quick, just in case. If we need to really heat up the water, we can do so. Put that on for a second and see what happens, because now I'm just curious more than anything. So temperature's rising in the pipe, which is increasing the pressure noticeably, and increasing the amount of gaseous water in the pipe. So if instead of putting the purge valve there, we'll leave that one there just in case. Safety valve or something like that. Oh, because there's water that's evaporating. Why is there still a liter of water in there? Shouldn't it be getting... Or is this like filled? No, there's 680 liters of capacity down there. I don't know, it's not terribly important at the moment. But what I think we're going to do, if this makes any sense... Ugh. Water purifier. Polluted water and outputs water requires charcoal, which may add any of the import chute. That's fine. But does it filter? My brain doesn't work anymore. Okay. If we take our liquids, because this is an unknown liquid, right? It could be liquid water, it could be liquid N2O, could be any kind of liquid, which we can't safely bottle up as water, because if it's another type of liquid, then we end up with problems. If we take that, and we put it into our evaporator. So an evaporation chamber, which will turn it into a gas. We then filter those gases and then condense those gases into liquids again, and then store them as a liquid. That should theoretically work, I guess. Maybe. Probably. Why is this so hard? Why am I having to think about this so hard? Jeez. Yeah, I think that would work. So realistically, the only things that we need to filter are water and N2O, which is our two liquids. So we're going to put two filtration units down there. We're going to divert our outlet. Instead of going straight out, we're going to come down and around and go to those, and then come back out, and that will be our new outlet pipe. Okay. And then, how do I want to deal with this? Or, actually, no, we're going to do it over here. Because what we want to do is evaporate all of our liquids, filter water or steam, I guess, and filter N2O, and then send the rest back in so that anything that's not those gets sent down this chain, and life is good, everything works, nothing's broken, and we don't have to worry about it. Yes, that is the answer, I think. Okay, getting there now. Let's grab our frame. Let's get another filtration unit, some more frames. This has been 30 minutes of me trying to figure out how liquids work. Sorry. Bolt. Oh, Spherix kit. I do wish it would kind of intelligently filter that stuff. We have our N2O filters already. So we should just be able to cool these. Because the evaporator... So this requires... is the heat exchanger that allows for the heat exchange between the secondary input pipe and the internal atmosphere of the evaporation chamber. So because there's a liquid input, a gas output, it'll evaporate that, but it needs to dump the, because evaporation evaporation cools, so it needs a source of heat to keep the evaporation process working. So we're going to want to supply it a hot gas. We'll figure out eventually. For now, we can probably just... Well, no, because it's pretty cold. We'll just use a heater, an electric heater for now. I guess. Yeah, that should work. So, we have our other atmospherics kit down here somewhere, because I threw it somewhere. There it is. So, we need to filter first. I'm already forgetting what I was doing. Where's our phase change device? There it is. So first we need to take our liquids. I'd rather this be right. What do I need to build you? Wrench and 2 steel sheets. Wrench. Steel sheets. Welding torch. Okay. We need some more pipes. Which I don't. I have a couple. Is this massively overcomplicating it? Probably. Should I have looked up a guide? Definitely. One pipe short. Also, my jetpack's about to run out of gas. So let's, we'll swap out. This bottle, unfortunately, I don't think I can use right now because the fill station is set up with a higher pressure than it can handle. And I don't really want to run into that. What is in here? Is this liquid nitrogen? Yes, it is a bottle of liquid nitrogen. That's good to know. Okay. I need some more liquid pipes. Get another 20 of these. So, we're going to evaporate everything. Need a gas to do that with, so hot gas input, evaporate the oh, why a dust storm? All my stuff so it doesn't get horribly broken. More than it already is getting horribly broken. Oh, my poor solar panels. I just fixed those. Oh, well. I need more storage. Space. I don't care if that gets broken. I do care if this gets broken. That should be all of that. Oh. It's in the inconvenient direction. Close my doors in case it decides it wants to, or I shouldn't need to. Everything inside should be fine. My poor solar panels. I'll have to actually remember to fix them this time too. But I'm gonna try and really make sure I know what I'm doing, and then I'll be right back once we can get back to building that, and the dust storm's gone. So, one moment, please. Alright, we're back. I think I have stuff set up so I can get this like a little bit set up. Or try. So we're gonna run that into there. Now we have liquid in the evaporation chamber. We'll need some wires. Dust storm just went away. We'll check our solar panels in a bit. But we need our wires. There's my wire cutters. This. Yeah. I don't know where to put it. I get it. So now we will need a bunch of this stuff. So let's grab that. Grab you. Grab you. There is a, like I said, so right now we're going to provide the heat for this system using a pipe heater and just bottled gas. This is by no means efficient or the right way to do it or a good way of doing it even, but it is a way that will work for now. That is what I am more concerned with than whether or not it's a great way of doing it. A way that makes some amount of sense, please. Okay. Oh, that's why it won't. Pain in the neck. Alright, well. Let's just put it like that. Alright. Pipes. That. And then pipe heater. And wires. So that, once we throw some gas into it, will provide heat for that evaporator to evaporate into. And then if we come over here, actually I don't want to provide a way for it to evaporate out eventually. This is now our line. I actually want to do that now instead of later. So if we get a condensation valve again, we can let the liquids condense. Find those. I should have some liquid pipes right here. And I just want to see if this works. So we need a gas to fill that with, which I think I'm just going to use whatever's left in my propellant canister. Is it ideal? No. Will it work for now? Probably. So if we grab R and flip that on, it should very rapidly increase in temperature. Shouldn't really have to worry about the pressure a ton. So if we turn you on, where you set at 100 kilopascals, set you to 0. We now have Or, well, okay. This is where that curve comes in. So if we go to water again, this should be the highest temperature we have to get. So if we set the pressure, look at our temperature curve down there. Let's use Celsius because that's what everything's in. If we set our pressure to something like 30 pascals and our temperature is at about 50, we should be evaporating it into steam at that point, I think. So if we grab our labeler, set you to 30.
Hydration critical.
30 kPa. Now if I grab off again, we don't have the annoying sound. We have hot steam. So I think it's working. We are evaporating very slowly, granted, water into steam, which then we can filter. I think. It seems to be. But this episode has run on long enough. I suspect that should work. I sound less than confident because I'm not entirely sure. But I think that should create steam, which we can filter and condense pretty easily by just cooling it down or using a condensation chamber. But we can condense it, and then that will let us... We can even use that heat from this whole process, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We can condense it back into water, put it in a container, and everything will be great. Hopefully. This has been a confusing episode. I'm sorry if this is very rambly, but we're just about in an hour. And I think this should work, though. I may have made this way too complex. But we'll see, I guess. Thank you all for watching. I hope that this has been in some way informative, because I'm not sure what I did to this episode. We did something. We have water. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've had I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you have enjoyed me slowly losing my mind, or rapidly losing my mind, then please be sure to drop a like and a subscribe. It really does help me out. And if you know more about this than what I apparently do, please tell me what I'm doing wrong or what I'm about to do wrong. Not that I'll really see your comments before I go forward with doing the set wrong things, but, you know, we'll get there when we get there. Anyway, thank you all, and I'll see you all next time.